hard-fought game on both sides. I thought Buddy was incredible in the first half, really got them off to a great start. I thought we were a little bit shell-shocked by the zone, the size and length of it. It's hard for us to simulate that. In practice, especially in a day and a half, I thought as the game went on, the last 3 minutes of the first half, and I thought we had a better rhythm of how to attack the zone in the second half. We weren't on our heels. I thought we did a better job, but we dug ourselves a little bit too deep of a hole to get out of. I loved how we fought. I loved how we competed. I loved how we kept coming. And we put ourselves in a position in under 4 where it's a 3-point game a couple times. And we weren't able to close it out. So, again, proud of our fight, proud of how hard we played. But unfortunately, we came up short against a good team that's playing really well right now.
Can you talk about Marek Dolje for Syracuse, number 21?
Yeah, I thought their other guys were the reason they won. When I say other, I thought him and I thought Gary. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I thought those two guys were terrific for him. I think Dolje is very underrated because of how good Buddy and Elijah have been playing. But he's been really steady all year, you know, right there at a double-double after this game. It may be a double-double, you know, what his averages are. High percentage, he's a smart player, and he's a perfect complement, and I mean that in the best, I guess in the best way. He's a perfect complement to Buddy and to Elijah because he's a guy that he's going to be efficient, he can really pass, you know, he leads their team in assists in conference play, and he doesn't want, I guess, all the attention. He understands that those two guys are the guys that make everything go, and so he's the perfect complement to them. He's a really good player.
Jeff, how much of having Justin in foul trouble was a part of what happened in the first half?
I thought that was big for us. I mean, he picked up 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game. We had to sit him for a while. I thought when he came back in, I thought he did a really good job of playing with 2 fouls. But that certainly hurt us. Justin has been one of our better offensive players, and he's been our best rebounder all year. So that hurt. I thought we got, you know, really hurt on the glass in the first half.
Syracuse, Jeff, only finished the game with 6 blocks, but they got 5 of those, I think, in like the first 10 or 12 minutes. And there was a moment where X had gotten through, and it looked like that he had in open layup, but he laid it high up the glass there. What sort of an impact or in effect did all of those blocks have, especially early in the game, as far as maybe disrupting the offense?
What has an effect? I mean, look, that's what they do. You know, it's historically what they do. That back line is big. They swarm the ball when you get in there, and you have to have confrontations at the rim and a lot of layups. And we talked about that. Layups and things like that don't really go. You know, you have to attack, and they did a good job of imposing their will early.
What was your second half adjustment for Buddy specifically? But I mean, overall, they shoot 5 for 21 from 3.
Well, I thought a couple things. I thought number one, I thought they made a conscious effort in the second half to try to get Elijah going. So Buddy kind of turned off a little bit, and they tried to get Elijah going. Second thing, we made a matchup, you know, a switch and matchup. We put all these on Buddy, a little bit bigger, you know, to try to bother him a little bit. You know, his size, he was just backing us down a couple times and just getting the spots and shooting over us because of his size. But I thought our defense picked up in the second half. You know, again, I thought we did some good things. If we could just rebound the basketball a little bit better, maybe it's a different story.
So I'm thinking that if you, before the game, say you hold Hughes and Girard to 17 points between them, your chances are pretty good.
I think we got a pretty good chance. You know, I think we have a pretty good chance. They came in, those 3 guys, Girard, Elijah, and Buddy, were the guys that were scoring the majority of the points. Even Dolage, I mean, he had a really good game. I thought the kid that really hurt us was Gary. I mean, and you know, congrats to him. Hats off to him. He really played with a lot of energy. Finished around the basket, the offensive rebounds. It was a big-time performance for that kid.
Jeff, does the way you closed in the last 25 minutes mean more because you faced them again?
I'd say the last 23 minutes, from the under 4-minute timeout on, I thought we played pretty well. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it helps us for the next game. I'm not thinking about, I don't even know when it is that we play them again. I know we do, but I'm moved on to Tuesday. And so we'll have enough on our hands on Tuesday for me to worry about that and to worry about next time we see them.
In the first half, what do you think it was that you guys did defensively that was so effective against Hughes, or was it just a matter of him maybe just not making shots?
I think it was a matter of Buddy was hot, and they just kept going to him. You know, I didn't think Elijah was as aggressive, but purposeful because of Buddy. I mean, you know, he had 18 in the first half and was, you know, doing it from three, transition, driving us, and all of those things. You know, it's a luxury when you have two guys like that, and then I think Gerard plays off of them. When you have two guys that you can just put the ball in their hands and go get a bucket, and they have two guys that can do that. And you know, Buddy is really improved from last year. I mean, the leaps and bounds that he's made as a player, he's been as impressive of a player as I've watched on tape in preparation for this game. You know, he had a stretch against Virginia Tech at Virginia Tech where he had 18 in a row. I mean, he's really elevated his game. And so has Elijah. And so you have two guys like that that are dynamic scorers, dynamic playmakers. They shoot a high percentage. And so I don't know if it was anything we did, you know, with Elijah. I just thought in the first half, Buddy had it going, and they went with the hot hand.
Terrell got more playing time as the game went on. What were you liking about what he was doing?
I thought he did a good job for us. Thought he was a bigger presence in the high post. He can make a 15-foot jump shot. You know, he did some good things for us offensively.